for South Australia. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Partly cloudy again tomorrow, 21 the top after an overnight low of 9 degrees. With the 3 o'clock news, I'm David Bruce. The Prime Minister has arrived in Samoa for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Over the coming days, issues like security and climate change will dominate the talks. The Commonwealth is home to around 2 billion people. Anthony Albanese says Australia plays an important role in that grouping.
What we have in our region, but in other countries as well who are represented here, in Africa, in South Asia, is developing countries that need to provide economic growth and jobs for their people, and that will be one of the focuses that I have.
Opposition leader Peter Dutton says Senator Lydia Thorpe's claim that she intentionally misspoke during her oath of allegiance is another grab for attention. Defending her outburst towards the King during his visit to Parliament, the independent senator claimed she did not breach the oath because she pledged allegiance to the late Queen's heirs, not heirs. Peter Dutton says it's best to ignore her comments and move on.
It was obvious that she was going to make some sort of scene, and the fact that the government took so long to react to it, surely it would have been planned for, and I just think it's all about her, all about attention, and you really frankly loathe to give it to her.
Unions want to see a crackdown on the use of surveillance technology to monitor people working from home. The ACTU is concerned about the risk of privacy breaches and exploitation, particularly when combined with artificial intelligence. The US Defence Secretary is warning North Korean soldiers will be fair game if they join Russia's fight against Ukraine. The White House has confirmed it's monitoring the movements of thousands of North Korean troops who are training in Russia. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby says the potential for them to fight alongside Russian forces is a concerning probability.
We assess that between early to mid-October, North Korea moved at least 3,000 soldiers into eastern Russia. We do not yet know whether these soldiers will enter into combat alongside the Russian military, but this is certainly a highly concerning probability.
Researchers are using artificial intelligence to locate rare birds. The technology helps trawl through hundreds of hours of recordings to identify bird calls. James Cook University's Dr. Slade Allen-Ankins says it won't replace manual surveys, though.
We definitely see it as more of a complementary approach to on-ground surveys. On-ground surveys are obviously still required. It's very important, that we can still go out and monitor them that way.
Now turning to 5AA Sport. Former Test captain Mark Taylor has urged selectors not to recall David Warner for the upcoming series against India. Taylor says they need to bite the bullet and usher in a younger player, such as New South Wales teenager Sam Constas. Warner, who turns 38 this weekend, put his hand up for selection despite announcing his retirement last summer. Australian fast bowlers Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood will play at state level for the first time in 3 years tomorrow. Cummins and Hazlewood have been named in the New South Wales squad for a one-day match against Victoria. Mitchell Starc will miss the clash to focus on upcoming international duties. 6 athletes and 2 general members have been named as inductees in the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. Mick Fanning, Sally Pearson and Mark Scaife are among those to be recognised at a ceremony next month. And leading horse trainer Chris Waller has declared FIVEAA Sistina is ready to go for Saturday's Cox Plate. Despite a mishap during track work this week, FIVEAA Sistina made a positive return to Moonee Valley for a light run this morning after she was startled and dumped her jockey on Tuesday. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Oaklands Park. Traffic lights on the blink. Morford Road at Diagonal Road. We are slow for works at Happy Valley. Chambliss Hill Road near Southern Cross Drive. Speeds at 40 to the freeway near the Mises ramp. Pretty sluggish there. Quite busy at the moment. Brighton Road at Glenelg East near Jetty Road with a camera at Lauder Street at Ingle Farm. Get back to Faster Pasta, and you can enjoy all-time favourites or delicious contemporary dishes at everyone's favourite Faster Pasta, celebrating 40 years. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the latest forecast. Partly cloudy again tomorrow, 21 the top, after an overnight low of 9 degrees. Saturday, partly cloudy, up to 26. Sunday, sunny, and 25 in the next few days after that, also in the mid-20s. Currently it's 19. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, knife violence in Adelaide's north. A teen stabbed in Elizabeth City Centre. A security guard attacked at the nearby transport interchange. We have the latest. The major change to a common painkiller. An Aussie bank teams up with a shopping app to feed families for $15. And the top Christmas toys put to the test. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
With a Westpac home loan package, not only is all your banking in one place, but you'll also save over $5,000 on interest charges in the first year alone that you can spend on whatever you like. I could finally get a parrot. Or maybe not. Search Westpac home loan packages today. Credit criteria, T's and C's, fees, charges and $395 annual package fee apply. Based on a $400k Rocket Repay variable rate home loan standard package discount. Visit westpac.com.au/packages. Picture a car. No, not the one you're in. One that's stylish, inside and out. Powered by a hybrid engine designed to take you further.
Don't you know I'm in a band?
Ever driven a better car than yours? Now you can. The Tucson Hybrid by Hyundai. From $46,990 drive away. Visit your participating Hyundai dealer today. T's and C's at hyundai.com.au.
Adelaide Appliance Gallery makes your everyday easier with spectacular savings on selected Smeg cooktops. Save up to $1,000. You'll also save up to $2,000 on Victoria and Portofino cookers, plus 10% off matching range hoods. With offers this good, some terms, conditions and exclusions apply. From the kitchen to the laundry, Adelaide Appliance Gallery makes your everyday easier. Call into 155 Paynham Road, St Peters and look at their stunning designer appliance gallery, or visit adelaideappliancegallery.com.au.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Good afternoon to you. It's 7 minutes past 3 on the 24th of October and we're now live on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream. So jump on and say hi because it's time to bust some costs.
Helping you save a few dollars. Who you gonna call? Cost Busters.
Ando Katoris is in the studio with me, Operations Manager at Adelaide Appliance Gallery. Hello, Ando.
Hello, Stacey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me again.
No, thanks for coming in. If you have a question for Ando about your appliances or about your cleaning products, or if you've got a stain in a piece of your clothing that you just cannot get out, he's the man to answer it. 8223 0000 is the number to call. And he's been generous enough to bring a Power of 4 gift pack to the best caller this afternoon. So you'll be able to head into Adelaide Appliance Gallery and pick up that gift pack for the Power of 4 cleaning items. We've got some here in the studio. And Ando, I took your advice after our last chat. I had a bit of hand sanitizer that had stained a really nice green blazer, and I just thought, how am I going to get that out? And
it was a delicate blazer, wasn't it, as well?
Delicate blazer.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I know I should have just dry cleaned it, but I didn't really want to spend $100 on dry cleaning for a tiny little bit of hand sanitizer just on the lapel, on the collar. And I took your advice, used my Power of 4 stain removal spray and the, was it the booster?
Oh, the booster, yep.
The booster liquid, yep. And it worked a treat. I used that, rubbed it in with a gentle, I've got an old school toothbrush, a little old school toothbrush, and I just rubbed it in, put it on a delicate cycle, didn't do it on a high speed in the washing machine, and hung it up to dry, and it came out good.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And you find, most things that are delicate can be washed in the washing machine. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of labels will say go dry clean, but 80% of the time you'll be able to actually wash it at home.
Yeah.
Our products are very gentle as well, so
I've started doing that a lot more because dry cleaning can be really expensive.
Yeah.
And you try it yourself at home, and if it doesn't work, then maybe take it.
Yep.
But half the time,
no harm giving it a go.
Yep, half the time it does work. All right, jump on the phone if you've got a question. 8223 0000 is the number to call. As well as selling appliances, you guys have a service centre at Adelaide Appliance Gallery.
Right. That's what makes us unique. We can we basically can service the appliance and see what's going on. and that gives us the insider knowledge that we need to basically make decisions around if you require a new machine or if it can be fixed, and also we can see how you're using the appliance and recommend products. So it's really good that we've got all three divisions in a one-stop shop.
Yeah, it's really cool when you go out and check it out. So I would definitely recommend. But I imagine having that service centre, I guess you'd get some very unique cases coming in.
Yes.
You would see a few things.
We see a lot. So the latest example was we had a washing machine come in on Monday, actually, and it was only 2 years old. And when we opened it up, basically the machine had failed. And for a 2-year-old machine, it's quite young. You probably see some photos there.
Yeah, if you jump on the Facebook and YouTube live stream, thanks to Foodland Supermarkets, you can see look at that. Is that the drum?
Yeah, that's the drum. So it's full of mould. It's cracked. So that's why it's failed. That's all the grime and stuff in the outer drum there. Let me tell you, it did not smell very good at all. And that's probably the worst case we've seen for a 2-year-old machine. So that's just a bit of an example of not understanding, not introducing maintenance cycles and great wash habits. So this particular customer was just basically washing in cold water, eco-friendly cycle consistently. So not running a drum cleaning program, which is a 90-degree drum clean once a month to help break down everything. Not using good quality detergent. There's mold there. You can see mold in that one there. And just basically washing your clothes in that. So imagine it smelled like a wet dog. Seriously, it was not good at all.
And I'm such a germaphobe that I don't actually want to know what the inside of my washing machine looks like, because that's meant to be the clean space, right? You put things in there to get clean.
That's right.
And if you're putting it in a machine that looks like that,
Yep. So this particular customer, we're definitely going to educate them on the use of running maintenance cycles and using some temperature, using some good quality products such as Para4, and that way they can actually get the longevity out of their machine. So that should last 10 to 15 years, that machine. That was only a 2-year-old machine.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be lasting longer than that, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, they need that
cost-saving tip there.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Mary in Salisbury Park has given us a call. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Mary.
Hi. I have a question. My daughter has a white box. That's a brand name, Wind Cheater, and it's white. And a kind student at school wrote or put a couple of marks on it with a yellow.
Oh no!
What did she call it? A polyester marker.
Yep.
I know the brand you're talking about, White Fox. It's a really popular. They do like hoodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it is white.
And it's white. On the label, Mary, does it say basically to wash in like a delicate cold water wash? I'm just not sure about the type of fabric that they use, but basically what we'd recommend you doing is trying some of our pre-wash spray, just putting that spray onto that area, letting it soak for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then running it on a delicate cycle on your wash machine using something like our laundry powder, just something that's got some enzymes and some oxygen bleach to help try and break that down to remove it. I'm pretty sure we'd be able to get that out, but it's
okay. Well, we already tried with SARS.
Yep.
And the other thing is, my granddaughter's allergic to an awful lot of laundry detergent.
Yep.
So we use cold power liquid for her.
Yep. So what we find with allergies and things like that is it's basically the fragrance and the enzymes in products that basically really react with people that have allergies. So we always recommend, if you're going to use a product, and we do make a low allergy version of our products to help with that, but you want to basically introduce extra rinses just to make sure you're rinsing out the detergent from the clothes. So if there's any detergent left over in the clothes, they're the sorts of things that are going to react with your daughter's skin. So just making sure the clothes are properly rinsed, and then she shouldn't have a problem, because generally she's going to have a problem because her skin's absorbing the detergent that's left over in the fabric, and that's really important to make sure you're washing with the proper cycle. So not doing really quick washes, because quick washes don't really rinse the clothes properly, but washing with a proper cotton cycle, letting it rinse out. If your machine supports extra rinses option, you can turn that on and just make sure it's fully rinsed, and that definitely helps. But I can't speak for Cold Power because we don't make cold power, but I can speak for our products that the low allergy version of our products, it has all the oxygen and bleaching systems in it to help remove with the stains, but it doesn't have any fragrance or enzymes. So that generally helps with our customers that do have skin sensitivities.
Right. Thank you so much.
And
I hope that
just before you go, Mary, Ando, the your stain remover spray, does it have? Do you know if it has different products in it to the SARD, or would it be?
Yeah, so ours is a like a really double concentrated shot of. It's got really strong enzymes, and it's designed basically to help release the stain, and then it comes out in the wash. So even though you may have skin sensitivities, we find that people that use the all-purpose pre-wash spray don't actually have any reactions because it's going to be laundered in your main wash detergent anyway. So it's always good to try and give it a go. Again, I'm not sure how strong SARD is, but we make a really strong stain remover for that purpose to try and cover 95% of stains. So.
Oh, okay. And where do you sell them commercially, like retail?
Yeah, we sell it retail. So we sell it in our store, Adelaide Appliance Gallery. We also sell it on our website at power4.com.au. So you can buy it, and we do free delivery when you spend $50 or more in the South Australia region, within the 40-kilometre region. So you can buy it and get free delivery if you spend $50 or more. But it's definitely worth checking out. It's really strong, and we've tested it on a wide variety of stains. So we've built this stain removal guide on our website to basically help with that, with about 50, 60 stains that we've tested it on.
It's actually really handy, Mary. You just type in the type of stain you've got, and it tells you how to get it out, what to use, the cold or warm, and what products to use. I use it all the time.
Definitely check it out and see if it works for you.
Bookmarked on my phone.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bookmark that one when I get it out of the car.
Yeah, good idea. And stay listening, Mary, because we do have a Power of 4 gift pack to give away this half hour. So, yes, fingers crossed.
I'll definitely stay listening. Yeah. Thank you so much for your advice.
Thanks for the call, Mary. Really appreciate it. That's Mary in Salisbury Park. 8223 0000 is the number to call if you have a question for Ando. Sue is in Plimpton. Hi, Sue.
Oh, hello. I have a question. I'm not sure if you can help me with this. It's I'm trying to buy a new oven, and I'm trying to get a gas. Is it a freestanding oven, a gas oven, and not an electric? Am I not able to buy gas ovens anymore?
Gas ovens still very much exist, even though a lot of the market is moving towards electric and electric-based. There are still a limited range of gas ovens, so we just need to know basically how big your area is and what size you need, and we can probably take that offline and provide some recommendations for you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks for your help.
I can pass the details on so you can you can talk off air and get some more info.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Thanks for the call, Sue. Really appreciate it. We have a text here from Helen, and I think this would be music to your ears, Ando. Stacey, I just cannot wash in cold water. I feel like it's not done properly.
Yes, and we're big advocates of using temperature because, although we like to try and be green and like to be environmentally friendly, which we are, using cold water sometimes just doesn't cut it. And using temperature is basically where a lot of the detergents like to activate in. So, even though it's you're using cold water, we just find that you get better results using warmer. So things like 30 and 40 degrees, your body temperature that runs at that temperature, for enzyme activation, that's really good for stain removal and washing your kids' clothes and that sort of thing. And if you bump it up to 60 degrees, that's really good for the oxygen bleach to kick in, and that's where you get the whites really sparkly and white for your towels and your bed sheets and that sort of thing. So we're big advocates on using temperature, and we prefer people to use temperature because it's not only going to get a better result, but it's going to be better for the machine and make the machine last. But in saying that, you can still use cold water, just don't use it all the time. Don't use it as your preference.
Default.
Yeah,
which I think a lot of people do.
They do. With a little bit of education, we try and get them to use temperature. And a lot of the reasoning behind that is because people think that their clothes are going to shrink.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're not, because our body's running at 37 degrees, so we're wearing clothes and the clothes don't shrink on us. So generally, 85% of the fabrics are fine to wash in say, a 40-degree wash.
And the appliances have improved a lot since then as well. We've spoken about heat pump dryers, where the clothes don't shrink in heat pump dryers anymore, and so the appliances have progressed. You'd think hopefully a lot of the clothes and the materials have progressed as well.
That's right, and the machines have just come such a long way. They really mimic hand washing action. So the front loader machines are a lot more gentler on your clothes, and you can put a lot more in there compared to the older days where we're using top loaders and agitators and that sort of technology.
Okay. We'll get your questions in. 8223 0000 is the number to call, or you can send a text 044808 1395. Suzanne, I've seen your text there. We might need a little bit more information. I'll ask Ando about it just after this break, but we might need a bit more information. So if you can jump on the phone at all, 8223 0000 is the number, but we'll try and address your question next.
Ho, ho, ho! It's time to come together for the magic of Christmas with the National Pharmacy's Christmas pageant kicking off the festive season on Saturday, November 2nd.
And with the pageant back, that means early alarms for mum and dad to grab the best spot for the family.
But don't worry, we've got you covered with a bit of sleep in with exclusive VIP grandstand tickets.
So make sure you listen to us from 6 a.m. all this week for your chance to win.
Buddy up for lunch with a Subway double deal. Not one, but two deliciously fresh foot-long subs, two ice-cold 600ml drinks and two gooey cookies. Order now at Subway. T's and C's apply.
Find everything you need to trick or treat at Coles. Like half price on Cadbury Share Packs, 120 to 180 grams, now just $3. Get great value, hands down, for Halloween at Coles. Offer ends 5 November.
Phantom Screens are the only manufacturer that make outdoor blinds up to 12 metres long. More than enough for an outdoor entertainment kitchen, a petting zoo, most of a bowling alley, and a historically accurate Viking longboat. Since 1995, Phantom Screens have been improving homes with top quality, powder-coated, aluminium-framed retractable screens. Whatever space you have, there's a Phantom Screen for you at phantomscreens.com.au.
Complete Windscreens, home of the Big Red Koala. We're a 50-year-old family-owned business that is now an RAA-approved repairer. So for chip repairs, supply and fit windscreens, tinting and ADAS calibration, make sure you tell your insurer or fleet manager you want Complete Windscreens on the job. For emergency glass repairs, contact Complete Windscreens for the best price, quality and same-day service. CompleteWindscreens.com.au, 220 Main North Road, Prospect, home of the Big Red Koala.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. Over 30 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Sue from Go Vita Semaphore. Need a good night's sleep? Fusion Sleep contains passion flower, traditionally used to relieve sleeplessness and reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. 60 tabs now, $31.75. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Monopara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. Come together and experience the magic of Christmas with the National Pharmacy's Christmas pageant, celebrating the official start to the festive season, Saturday, 2nd of November. It's back. Barnacle Bill's Bounty Pack, fish, prawns, calamari, spring rolls, chips, tartare sauce and a 1.25 litre Coke, all for just $33 from Barnacle Bill.
Hi, it's Wayne from Wayne Fellas Kia. If you're in the market for a new car, you can't go past Kia at SA's most awarded Kia dealership, Wayne Fellas Kia. We've got a huge range on display, now with electric vehicles including the high-performance EV6 and the new EV9, a simply amazing large SUV. If you already own a Kia, book it in for a service at our new state-of-the-art service centre at Lonsdale. Mention this ad and you'll get a free car wash with your service. At SA's most awarded Kia dealership, Wayne Fellas Kia, Main South Road, Ranella.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 23 minutes past 3 here on 5AA, we are in the middle of Costbusters with Ando Katoris from Adelaide Appliance Gallery. So if you have a question for him, jump on the phone. 8223 0000 is the number to call. A question about your appliances or maybe how to get a stain out of a certain item of clothing. And Ando, we have a text here from Suzanne. 8223 0000 is the number to call. This might be tricky, but Suzanne's wondering how I can get super glue out of kitchen bench tops. My daughter was gluing an art project and I just can't find anything to help me get it off. Any advice would be appreciated.
Yeah, okay, so this one, a little bit left field because we don't make a super glue remover in our product range, but what generally you'd try something like an acetone, so like a nail polish remover. It just depends on the bench top though. We don't know what bench top she has, so we don't want it to burn through or do any damage, but generally nail polish remover will remove super glue, and that probably is her best bet in getting it out.
Yeah, just be careful if it's like a timber or something. If it's
just be careful.
Yeah, and also watch the type of nail polish remover you've got. Some of them have, shea butter or something in them. I would just try and stick with one that's just straight acetone.
Just straight one.
You don't want
plain one.
Yeah, you don't want a coloured one or something that's then going to stain the bench top even more. I never really understand why they add all these products.
I don't know.
I just use it to get my nail polish off. That's all I want
that's
it
all
for.
that's all you need it for.
Don't need to moisturise my fingernails.
But at the same time,
it's all good. All right, 8223 0000 is the number to call if you've got a question for Ando. And Ando, I was thinking about this the other day because my mum's moved into a new apartment, and I mean, I think a lot of her appliances were included, but I've been hearing the ads on FIVEAA for the YESS rebates. You can, if you've bought an appliance this year, now is the time to send in for a rebate because you can get some money back.
Get some money, yeah, definitely. Depending on what you've purchased and the Energy Star rating, you can definitely get some money back. So if you've purchased any appliance this year from January up until I think it finishes end of November, you can actually apply for this rebate, and they'll reimburse you straight back into your bank account. It's a government initiative, YES program. So definitely find your receipts, see what you've purchased. It mainly applies to like your dryers, your heat pump dryers, and your refrigeration that have the higher Energy Star ratings. But hey, if you can get some money back for it, why not?
Yep, and it's a really easy website to use. I've used it in the past. Unfortunately, I didn't know about it during the calendar year, so I bought something, I think it was September, October, and didn't find out about it till the next year, so I missed my deadline. But you go on the website, you enter in your the brand of your fridge and the model number, and it sort of generates it for you. And even if it is not a great star rating, even if it's a 3-star rating, you can still get
something back. Definitely, you get something back for sure. So it's definitely worth doing.
And I think it can be up to about $700.
Yeah, it can. It can. So
that's a decent amount of money.
It's a decent amount. And if you're looking to buy something brand new, obviously we can help you through that process, and you can save on that get that rebate as well. Apply for that rebate straight away. So
good.
Either existing or new. So
if you have bought an appliance this year, it's definitely worth checking out before the end of the year. And if you're thinking, but I don't have my receipt, it's all too hard. I mean, usually if you just call the store, they can get you a copy of the receipt. You
should be able to get a copy of it.
That's not too hard, and it would definitely be worth your time to get upwards of $100 back. In most situations,
for sure.
Now, Ando, I tell you what, I can't wait because I love this time of year. Springtime, it's beautiful. The smells are in the air. The birds are out. The bees are flying around. It's amazing. And the sun is out, which means I can hang my clothes out on the washing line once again.
Yes.
Not only do they dry quicker, it just feels good. It's a nice feeling to hang the clothes out, to get them off all dry. It's good for the clothes too, isn't it?
Definitely good for the clothes. So, it can help with sanitizing your clothes, the UV rays. If you're using, say, for example, our laundry powder, we put a UV brightening system in it. So what that means is if you've got a bit of a stain on your clothes, it basically helps to brighten and remove the stain by just hanging out in the sun, which is really cool, really good, unique ingredient that we've got in our product. It's just good to brighten your clothes. It really does. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so hang out in the sun, people, if you can. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, it's almost time for the 3:30 news headlines, so have to say goodbye and thank you for your time, Ando.
Thank you so much, Stacey. It's
really
always a pleasure.
Appreciate it. And you've been generous enough to offer a Power of 4 gift pack to a caller this afternoon.
Yes. I think we're going to give that to Mary, I think.
Yes, Mary in Salisbury Park. We'll give your details to Ando, and he and the team at Adelaide Appliance Gallery will get in touch, and you can go and pick up your gift pack. Hopefully that can help with the stain in your white hoodie.
Yep,
Hopefully
definitely.
we can help you get that out.
Yes, we'll definitely give it a go.
All right, awesome, Ando. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Stacey.
Ando Katoris there, Operations Manager with Adelaide Appliance Gallery. Almost time for the 3:30 news headlines, but before we get there, I need to remind you that if you know a healthcare hero, you should head to the 5AA website now, 5AA.com.au, to nominate someone because they could win $1,000 cash. 5AA and Always Care want to celebrate the amazing healthcare workers doing great things in our community, and they go so underrepresented, and we don't really get to recognise them at all. So we want to change that. They could win $1,000 cash, but there's only a few days left. So make sure you go to 5AA.com.au to nominate your healthcare hero. Always Care Services, the support you need to live happily and independently no matter what your situation. alwayscare.com.au. And Kathy on the text line just wanted to know what was the name of the website regarding the rebate. It's called YESS, Your Energy Saving Solutions, I think. So just Google YESS rebate, yes with 2 S's, and you should be able to find it there. All right, time for the news, and after that I'm taking your calls. What's your worst excuse that you've used when you've done something wrong? Had so many fun callers on this afternoon, and I've got a Wallace Cinemas family pass to give away. What's the worst excuse you've used when you've done something wrong?
This is 5AA News, Always Adelaide.
David Bruce with the latest news headlines. Police are determined to track down all those who were involved in a confrontation last night in which an 18-year-old was stabbed at the Elizabeth Shopping Centre. Anthony Albanese will be rubbing shoulders with other Commonwealth leaders in Samoa over the next few days. The Oz Asia Festival kicks off tonight. And in sport, David Warner has been accused of not reading the room after saying he'd be happy to be included in the Australian Test side to take on India, despite announcing his retirement last summer. The 5AA forecast, partly cloudy again tomorrow, 21 the top. Currently it's 19. We'll have more news at 4, and as it happens on 5AA.
Hi, Malcolm Blade here. Knowles Caravans is celebrating 50 years in business with a gigantic stock clearance sale Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of November. That means big opportunities for big savings on quality Australian-made caravans. If you're in the market for a new or used caravan, you can't miss this. Knowles Island Star Caravans gigantic clearance sale Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of November, Salisbury Highway, Greenfields, opposite Mawson Lakes.
Knowles Caravans, trusted for quality, driven for adventure.
Celebrate the festive season at the National Pharmacy's Christmas Pageant. See Father Christmas as he makes his way to Rundle Mall. Bring your biggest smiles and biggest waves, Saturday, November 2nd. Route map, float list and viewing information at christmaspageant.com.au.
When it comes to reducing pain and rebuilding strength, Kiza leaves nothing to chance. Our university-qualified health professionals don't just treat problem areas. They design personalised training programs using Swiss-engineered machines unique to Kiza. These machines safely isolate the affected area, test your strength and help rebuild your muscles for a stronger, more active and healthier life. Kiza, building strength with precision in Norwood.
When your youngest finishes school and pick up and drop off become a distant memory. When the neighbours no longer have loud music to complain about. When you wake up and fall asleep to the sound of silence because the kids have flown the nest. If only. It happens sooner. Semi-retirement, disposable income and infinite time to spend it. You're a super consumer. If you run a business that'd like to reach the consumer we call the trifecta, speak to us here at 5AA.
Discover the magic of the Mediterranean and Adriatic coast with Holland America Line and Phil Hoffman Travel. Enjoy 22 nights cruising from Barcelona to Athens with return flights from Adelaide, airport transfers and pre-cruise accommodation in beautiful Barcelona. Explore iconic destinations including Dubrovnik, Venice, Rome, Santorini, Mykonos, Istanbul and more. Starting from just $8,159 per person. Save up to $2,619 per person. Visit pht.com.au.
Seafood and Sounds is sailing into the Adelaide Central Market this Friday and Saturday, October 25 and October 26. Experience 2 days of live music, fresh seafood and good vibes. Enjoy street eats, specials from traders, free cooking demonstrations, a pop-up oyster bar and the always popular chili crab shack. I mean, what more could you want? Well, there is more, because there's something for the whole family. There's a free kids workshop and face painting as well. It's open late Friday and from 7 a.m. Saturday. Make sure you visit adelaidecentralmarket.com.au for the program and for bookings. You can bring your friends and family to the market this weekend. There's over 70 small businesses. They're all under one roof, supported by a huge network of local suppliers, growers and producers. And there's absolutely nothing like the Adelaide Central Market. So don't miss out. 2 days only, Friday and Saturday, October 25 and October 26. Seafood and Sounds Festival at the Central Markets from tomorrow, and I'll be there broadcasting live, so come and say hi. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you there. See you at the market.
Always trusted. 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 25 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. I want your calls now, 8223 0000. I'm asking you this afternoon. I still have a Wallace Cinemas family pass to give away to one caller today. What is the worst excuse you've ever given when you've done something wrong? 8223 0000 is the number. We're, I wouldn't say inspired, but we're basing it off this ridiculous excuse for Lydia Thorpe. She, of course, was kicked out of a parliamentary reception in Canberra when the King was there and the King was addressing parliamentarians and other dignitaries. She was yelling at him, shouting at him, and she was kicked out of the room. And some people are asking why she should be allowed to remain in Parliament. And this is her excuse.
I swore allegiance to the Queen's hairs. If you listen close enough, it wasn't her heirs, it was her hairs that I was giving my allegiance to. And now that, they're no longer here, I don't know where that stands.
Swore allegiance to the Queen's hairs, not her heirs. What sort of a joke is that? That's a terrible excuse. So I'm asking you today, what was the worst excuse you've come up with when you've done something wrong? Saypol, actually, not too long ago, posted on social media about this. They says, straight from the horse's mouth, these are real excuses our police officers have heard from drivers caught speeding. I'm late for work. I've only got 15 minutes for my lunch break. There is a car following me. The shop is shutting soon. My foot was stuck between the floor mat and the pedal and it made my car go fast. I thought if no one else was out here, I could go as fast as I want. And this one, my car needs a run up to get to 100 k's an hour. Some pretty ridiculous excuses there, but I'm sure you've got some other ones as well. So jump on the phone, 8223 0000. Bruce is in Glengarry. Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, my incident goes back to the good old days where you got arrested if you didn't pay a speeding fine on time.
Oh.
Anyway, there was a knock on the door one night and a couple of policemen there, and they said, they've got an arrest warrant for me. Well, I couldn't think of what I'd done wrong, so I said, he's not home. And they probably left. Anyway, I remembered later on it was a speeding fine that I hadn't paid, so I called in the police station the next night to pay it, and the policeman that knocked on the door was standing on the counter.
Oh. Did he recognise you?
Oh, yes. So I had to tell him it was my twin brother that he spoke to last night.
And did he believe you?
No. As I was leaving, you said next time a police knocks on your door, don't lie to them.
Don't lie to them. So he didn't arrest you. He sort of let you go.
No. Yeah.
That's very good, Bruce. I like it. That was quick thinking on your feet. Oh, that was my twin brother.
Yeah, I don't know what made me come up with that, but it just happened.
I like that. That's very good. Well done. Thanks for the call.
Okay, see you.
Bye. That's Bruce in Glengarry. What's the worst excuse you've come up with when you've done something wrong? Rose is in North Haven. Hi, Rose.
Yes, hi. No, that was very funny. Bruce, I think it was. No, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, I was only 3, so it's a long time ago. and I didn't like my baby brother was brought home. Anyway, I bit him. I bit his toes, and I just didn't like him. And he's 3 years younger than me, so my mum said, "What's happened? What's wrong with Willem?" And I said, "I didn't bite his toe, Mummy. I didn't bite his toe." But I busted myself, you know. So you know what happens, don't you? She bit my toe, and I never bit anybody again.
Oh, does that actually work? I've heard of parents saying that if their child bites them, they bite them back.
I think it did, because I never bit anybody again. I just didn't like him still.
There you go, Rose. I love that. We did the same thing with my little sister. I'm the eldest of 3 girls, and we didn't like my little sister, so we told her that Mum and Dad found her in the bin. We, of course, grew to like my little sister. I don't know why. Just at that time, I think it's a rite of passage for all older siblings to not like their younger siblings at some stage. And, yeah, we told her, nah, Mum and Dad didn't want you. They just found you in the bin. We can be so cruel sometimes, can't we? I love it. I love it. Well, you never bit your brother again.
No.
Oh, well done. That's a good one, Rose. Thank you for the call.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya. Let's go to Russ in Lockleys. Hi, Russ.
Good afternoon, all.
How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Mine's not about me. It's a work colleague of mine years and years ago. He was called into the supervisor's office, and the supervisor said to him, "Look, Brian, why do you only work 4 days a week?" And he says, "Because I can't live on 3. And the supervisor just kicked him out and get out.
That's a dad joke. That's a dad joke.
It is a dad joke, isn't it?
So did he have to go back to up to 5 days, or did they just think whatever?
No, he just kept doing what he was doing. So.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I like it. Thanks for the call, Russ.
See you later.
Bye. 8223 0000 is the number to call to tell me the worst lie you've ever told, the worst excuse you've ever given for doing something wrong. In honour of Lydia Thorpe saying she swore allegiance to the Queen and her hairs, not her heirs. Such a joke. 8223 0000. Or you can send me a text 0448 08 1395. But now... That's right, that's your cue to call. If you want to head along to the Christmas pageant, the National Pharmacy's Christmas pageant this year, you and 3 friends or family members could be riding in the pageant on the iconic London bus being driven by Matthew Pantelis himself. If you were listening to Mornings today, you would have heard the secret code word that Matt gave away. I need you to ring now. 8223 0000 and give me that code word. Oh, the phone lines have lit up. I might take a quick break, and then when we come back, I'll take some calls. Tell me what the code word is. 8223 0000.
Fill the fam with a Subway family feed for dinner. Serve up 2 mouth-watering foot-long subs, 2 delicious 6-inch subs, 4 ice-cold drinks and 4 gooey cookies. Order now with Subway. T's and C's apply.
Hi, I'm Jo. I'm a registered nurse and I work with St Louis Home Care as a clinical care coordinator.
St Louis was started by my great-grandmother and is one big happy family with lovely staff just like Jo.
The people that work for St Louis are very loving and caring.
Whether it's personal care, preparing meals, shopping, home maintenance or social activities, we help people stay at home for longer.
If you're interested, come and join us.
Google St Louis Home Care today.
A house is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. so it only makes sense to invest in the things that we put inside it too. At Scott's Custom Furniture, we craft beautiful, one-of-a-kind, handcrafted pieces made to match and enhance existing decor. If you can dream it, we can build it. From stunning floor-to-ceiling timber display cabinets, unique front doors, elegant bed frames, and stylish side tables, all made from top-tier local timber. Search for Scott's Custom Furniture and start designing furniture that you won't find anywhere else.
Halloween is coming, but nothing can frighten a Triton. That's why at Mitsubishi, there are no tricks, just treats this October. Purchase any powerful all-new Triton and you'll also get a Yeti Outdoor Adventure Pack retailing at $740. Plus, get a spectacular 3 years free servicing. T's and C's apply. Visit your local Mitsubishi dealership today.
Camper Agent RV Supercenter's huge RV yard sale is on this October 25th and 26th. Check out top RV brands like Winnebago, Windsor and Kia, plus X-Tour off-road caravans, Hitchhiker, Adria, Corrimal and Design RV. Save big on new and pre-owned caravans and motorhomes, all in stock and ready to roll. Free parking, free sausage sizzle. Come past and snag a bargain. Camper Agent RV Supercentre, your home on the road. See camperagent.com.au for details.
Stay comfortable all year round with a $399 Actron air conditioner from Mac Trade Services. Thanks to the SA Government REPS rebates, if you're a concession card holder or a renter, you can get an Actron Air reverse cycle air conditioner supplied and installed from just $399. That's nearly 80% off the normal price. Hurry, this deal won't last long. Terms and conditions apply. Visit us at our Rose Park office or find out more at mactradeservices.com.au.
The Lordman and Pank sale is here. Enjoy 20% off a range of prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses and contact lenses today. Hurry, offer ends October 27. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Book an eye test today. Lordman and Pank. We care for eyes.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 14 minutes to 4 here on 5AA, phone lines lit up pretty quickly when you heard Mariah Carey, because I need the special code word, and you could win a ticket for yourself and 3 others to be a part of the National Pharmacy's Christmas pageant on the iconic London bus, being driven by Matthew Pantelis. And Liz in Richmond's on the phone. Hi, Liz.
Yeah. Hi. How you going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm excited.
Well, you sound excited, but I hope you've got the code word.
I sure have.
Oh, I trust you. Go on. Okay, go on. Give it to me.
Double decker.
Well done.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
No problem. So who are you taking with you?
My 2 one-year-old little grandkids.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
So-
and somebody else.
So that'll be their first time at the pageant.
Absolutely.
And-
Yep, looking forward to it.
What a cool way to be a part of the pageant for the very first time.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly.
Oh, well, congratulations, Liz, and well done.
Thank you so much.
We'll get the tickets out to you. So have fun.
Okay, we'll do. Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.
One more opportunity to win, and that is tomorrow. Liz won the tickets today. Congratulations. She's on the bus, the iconic London bus with 3 family members in the 2024 Christmas pageant. Come together and experience the magic of Christmas with the National Pharmacy's Christmas pageant, celebrating the official start to the festive season on Saturday, the 2nd of November. My goodness, it's not far away now at all, is it? That is scary. It is 13 minutes to 4. Well, I don't know about you, but this time of year is my favourite. Spring, the flowers are out, the trees are blooming. You go for your walk in the morning or at night because the days are longer and everything smells nice. My mood is just immediately boosted, despite the fact that I am a hay fever sufferer. So my eyes are extremely itchy, my nose is always blocked, and the top up part of your mouth is itchy as well. Let me know, are you a hay fever sufferer? 8223 0000. There's not just hay fever that's around at this time of year as well. Ryegrass pollen and olive pollen seem to be big issues for us here in South Australia, so I thought we definitely have to talk about it with Asthma Australia spokesperson, Professor Jo Douglas. Hi, Professor. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Stacey. Good to be here.
So what do we know about it? It does get worse at this time of the year, doesn't it?
It certainly does. So the southeast of Australia and southern Australia has a lot of grass pollen, which is particularly temperate grass pollens, the ryegrass and other pasture grasses, and it produces an awful lot of pollen and is a strong trigger for hay fever in those who are allergic to it. And Adelaide has the additional problem of a lot of olive trees, which just before the hay fever season, often sort of October, even September, are putting out pollen, olive pollen, which is for many also a trigger of hay fever. So Adelaide really does cop the pollens from both trees and grasses, and so many do suffer from hay fever, and it's a real problem to them. And
so it's coming from everywhere, coming from above, coming from below.
Well, as you say, the symptoms for many are not bad, are severe, because people often say hay fever is a pretty trivial problem, but once your eyes are watering and your nose is blocked, you often can't sleep and can't read well, and it often troubles people around this time of year, which for young people, which is when hay fever often onsets, is the exam time. So for many, it's not just a minor problem, it's quite a severe one, and that really creates a significant problem and burden to the community.
Yeah.
And the problem we all worry about is that hay fever is closely linked to asthma, so that about 1 in 2 people who have asthma also have hay fever, and hay fever is an indicator you're actually twice as likely to have asthma if you have hay fever. So we know that these things run together. They're similar allergic conditions. And we know a lot of people with hay fever don't actually appreciate they've got asthma. So people can say, oh, it's just my hay fever, but they tell me that they're coughing at night or wheezing in the morning and say, it's just my hay fever. That's asthma. It's not just hay fever. And those things mean they should see their doctor and get better treatment for their hay fever and asthma.
Yeah. Okay. And so there's a bit of a warning for thunderstorms as well. I don't know if it's simplistic, but in my mind, I thought a thunderstorm would help with pollen because it would sort of dampen it and maybe limit the effects that it can have on us. But it's in fact the opposite.
Well, you're right in that once the thunderstorm's gone, and thunderstorms do wash the pollen and particles out of the air. That certainly after the thunderstorm is over, the pollen counts will be lower. But the problem is just at the start of the thunderstorm. Thunderstorms are an area where there's a lot of a downdraft from, that's part of a thunderstorm, a change in atmospheric pressure, and there's a blast of air which often blasts pollen and pollen fragments down to the ground, and for many people that can be a really big trigger of both hay fever but more importantly asthma symptoms. And as you know, lots of places in Australia and internationally have suffered from epidemics of asthma at the start of a thunderstorm. So thunderstorms can be a real trigger for asthma in those who are allergic to things like grass pollen, and also olive pollen has been associated with thunderstorm asthma as well.
Okay, so do you have any tips? We know that it's hay fever season. If you've got asthma, you might be suffering a bit at the moment, and with thunderstorms on the way, what should we do?
So the first thing is if you've got asthma and hay fever, you're especially at risk. Make sure you see your doctor, you get an asthma action plan, you're on your treatment, you have it available and you know how to use it, and look out for thunderstorm asthma alerts and stay out of the front of the storm. Treatments for hay fever can be available from a chemist and also from your doctor, and that can help. I would advise people to stay out, to get a thunderstorm asthma alert on their phone, to stay out of the weather when you know a thunderstorm, the front of the thunderstorm's approaching. And we've all been used to masks with COVID. They actually can be pretty good for pollens as well, particularly the 2.5 mask. They should filter out a lot of particles. So they can also be useful if you happen to find yourself outside at the front of a storm and you're really unable to get inside somewhere where the air was likely to be cleaner. So all those things can help.
Yeah, okay. Some great tips there, Professor. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Stacey. Hope your program goes well.
Thank you. That's Professor Jo Douglas, a spokesperson with Asthma Australia. 7 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. Jake in O'Halloran Hill has given us a call. Hi, Jake.
Hello, Stacey. Just wanted to let everyone know if you're going onto the freeway or expressway, Southern Expressway on Marion Road, probably avoid it, maybe take South Road to get there because there's an accident on Sturt Road on the corner of Marion. Sturt Road heading towards South Road. Bus collided with a car and tipped the car over.
Oh, no. Okay. Does it look like everyone's out of the car and okay, or you couldn't see that?
I think they might have been okay. I'm not 100% sure. There's ambulance and fire brigade there in attendance, but yeah, just Marion Road is bumper to bumper from Dawes Road all the way up to the freeway.
All right. The peak hour drive home might be a bit tricky, so yeah, South Road's probably the way to go.
Yep, that is it.
Jake, thanks so much for the call. Really appreciate it.
No worries at all.
Stay safe.
Thank you, Tom.
See ya. That's Jake in O'Halloran Hill. A crash there between a bus and a car. Cars flipped. That's on Sturt Road near Marion Road. So if you're heading on the Southern Expressway home this afternoon, you might want to try South Road or another way because it seems to be pretty banked up with traffic right now. So that's a pretty good warning there. Thank you to Jake for that. And thank you for your calls today. Bruce in Glengowrie has to win the Wallace Cinemas Family Pass. He lied to the cops about a speeding fine. Someone came to his door to arrest him back in the day when you'd get arrested, and he said, "Oh no, that's not me. No, that's my brother. He's out." And then he went to the cop shop the next day to pay the fine, and it was the same police officer. So Bruce, well done to you. I don't condone lying to police officers or any authorities, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. But I did appreciate your call, Bruce. Thank you. Congratulations. You've won a Wallace Cinemas Family Pass. Catch a movie this week. Mitcham, Mount Barker, the Piccadilly, Noarlunga. All sessions are at wallace.com.au. It's almost time for the 4 o'clock news. And after that, Rowie and Timmy G are on. You can see on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream. Rowie's in the studio. Hello.
Hello there, young Stacey. Big show. Caroline Wilson after 5 talking, well, all things footy. Still makes the news. Mike Wells is the coach of the Sixers. We take on the Taipans tomorrow night. Jared Lyons, ex-Crow, and then Lion, joins the Tigers. That's a big signing in the local league. But get with us after 4 because we've got a great local story. 3 local juniors have earned a spot on our national para surfing team. They're on their way to California and they're trying to raise a bit of money. One of the lads, Chris Blows, had his leg bitten off by a shark. Clean off, just above the knee. He now surfs with a prosthetic leg. His story is amazing and the bravery is incredible, and they're trying to raise some money for, as I said, there's 11 that are going over. They're hopeful to do well and then get a petition up that in the next Olympics, which is in LA, they have the Para-Olympic surfing. Because surfing was in the Olympics this year.
It was, for the first time, wasn't it?
It was off at Tahiti because it's French Polynesia.
I know, that was so funny.
Go figure. So, look, it's a great story. Don't miss it. He's a ripper lad, 3 locals, trying to raise some funds. With a bit of luck, we can do that for them. They can get off to California.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to hearing that. That'll be good.
Good story.
And Caro's always fun.
She is. She's a little bit prickly with me.
Will she answer the phone this week? Was that last week when she... No, it dropped out.
Oh, something happened.
Something happened.
We have a love-hate relationship. I love her and she hates me. I have that with a lot of people. I actually love them, but they don't like me. Why are you laughing? Do we have that relationship?
No, we don't.
No.
It's mutual love and respect.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
See you after 4.
See you after 4. Rowie and Timmy G are on with you. Thank you for your calls and texts today, and thank you to Em for her help producing. I will talk to you tomorrow, and I'm going to be live from the Adelaide Central Markets for the Seafood and Sounds Festival. So if you're planning on heading to the markets this weekend, come on down tomorrow. It's going to be a jam-packed show. We're going to have so much fun, and Chris Jarma is going to join me live from the cooking demonstration site at the Central Markets for a special seafood-focused Foodie Friday. You don't want to miss it. Come and say hi in person. I'd love to see you. I'll talk to you then.
When Adelaide needs to know, 5AA News.
There's been a third suspicious fire in 6 days. Israel has confirmed that it's